Hi, this is Joey Picard with Duxbury Youth Lacrosse, and this is the outside the box drill. This is a great drill that we'll use as a warm up during our technique and conditioning portion of our practices. It's a great passing drill, passing and catching drill, lots of reps, similar to a line drill, but with some differences. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to create a box, and the distance between the cones should be what you feel is an appropriate youth level pass. So for our first through fourth graders, they can do about 8 to 10 yards. That's a pretty comfortable and consistent distance. As they get older, older levels can do this 10 to 12 to even 15 yards apart, no problem. The hardest part of this drill, believe it or not, is to get the players to line up in single file inside the box. It takes a little hand holding to get them there. It's counterintuitive to them. But what we want to do is we want to keep the outside clear because this is where the action is going to take place. We're going to be passing it from one cone to the other in order. It's really important. A great little tip here is to have lots of balls at the ready. Keep a little stockpile at each of these cones because they are going to miss some, and we do not want this drill to come to a crashing halt as somebody goes and chases it 15 yards. So if they miss a pass, okay, we'll do a ball hunt later, pick up one of the balls at the cones and keep it moving. So essentially what's going to happen is the player is going to pop outside the box, and so will the teammate next to him or her. They're going to catch the ball, they're going to roll away as the next teammate pops out, and we're going to keep this ball moving. A catch, a rollout, a pass, and if you notice, these players are all returning to their line. They're not following their pass and clouding the area. So we're just keeping this ball moving. In this instance, we're doing it clockwise. So what's happening is even at the youngest levels, we really want to teach them it's not just about the reps, it's about doing this the appropriate way, and we want them to use their outside hand. So all of these players should be catching it with their right hand, rolling away and throwing it with their left hand. And then halfway through, you can switch, and they're now doing it clockwise. They're throwing righty and they're catching left. But this really does teach them the appropriate way to perimeter pass. It teaches them that the cone can be the defender. That's a good teaching moment where you can have them protect the ball, roll away, switch hands, and nothing is done inside. Everything is done on the outside. And it is never too young to teach that lesson. This is obviously just a drill that gets them lots and lots of touches, but in this formation here, it can be considered a box. It could also be considered a diamond. And this is a great way for a first and second grade group to learn how to pass it in the perimeter to each other while protecting the ball. If you have any questions, if you have any feedback, if you've seen variations of this drill you want to share, or simply check in, I'd love to connect with you. Wishing you really great luck with your lacrosse season, and thanks for watching.